Hey, fellow gamers, Glidercat here, and it's time to play. We're well into our Let's Play series here for Foundry. It's early access. I've got the information in the description if you want to pick this up, and note the version number that I'm currently playing on. Last episode, we were getting ready to automate the creation of our science packs. Let's keep that moving forward. Let's see what we can do. At the very last episode, I dropped this sloped belt, but I think we can get rid of it because we need to drop some science. We need to drop, well, let's keep it. Let's keep it. I was just looking because these building blocks are recessed over here for our assembler on this side. Let's go ahead and follow that same pattern over here and build up a little bit of a work area where we can create our science packs. So I'm going to kind of recess this a little bit. We'll clear these out. We'll drop building blocks here, and then we'll plop our assembler down on here. We will plop a biomass burner for power initially, a loader or two, and then we will feed in our technum rods and our machinery parts and spit out science packs, and then reuse that old belt that we have down that goes to the research lab, and it will start researching solar panel, or not solar panels, but the batteries. Let's go ahead and fill this in. Like I said last episode, I don't think you really need to worry too much about being frugal with the building blocks. They're not very expensive in terms of resources, and they do all conduct the power, which makes it nice. All right, so we are going to have, let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's put our assembler in this corner. So we need to craft one of those up. So let's do it. What do I need? I'm short on something. Xenoferrite plates and machinery parts. And I just used a bunch to create myself some belts. Let's see if I can go swipe some of these. Oh, it looks like, yeah, we're backed up here, which is good. Okay. So this assembler should have a bunch sitting in there for me. Let's see. Ooh, power grid strained. Some machinery may not work properly. Oh, check it out now. I wonder if our burner's empty. Oh, look at that. So our burner eventually did run out. So we were creating a bunch of plates here, sending them off to be turned into machine parts. And the drone miners are taking energy. These loaders are taking energy. And this assembler is taking energy, right? There's three loaders here. 1, 2, 3. So we ran out of fuel, but I've got tons in my local inventory. So let's go ahead and just click that. And now we're up and running again and everybody's happy. Well, at least there's 26 plates I can grab out of here. So I'll take those and head over to our new platform over here. And let's see if I can drop down and craft an assembler with what I got. If I don't, I'll have to steal some from the belts. Okay, looks like we're good. We'll craft that up. Escape out of my inventory just for a second here. Wait for that to build, and then we will drop that down. And what I should be doing is digging this out here while we're waiting. Let me just grab another 2 rows of this real quick, because we're going to need room for a loader and that assembler. All right, fill that in. Boom. And then let's go ahead and pop our assembler down. Go into my backpack. And let's see, the panel facing us, that looks fine. And yeah, we're lined up here. I think I need to put one belt down in order to have the loader work. I'm not sure the loader would work on a slope. And then here we're going to have one. So now I'm going to grab my loader. Still have one left. I'm going to need to make some more of those. We'll drop that guy down, and then we'll just finish this belt. That should be our technum rods. Let's make sure this is set to intake. It is. It says no power. And we will put a biomass burner there. But the first thing I want to do is make sure that I've got this guy set to output. It's not. So boom, and now we can get our Technum rods moving. I'll check that burner again. Yeah, we're fine there. I should probably go check this other burner and make sure that we've got enough resource in there. I think I just did, right? Isn't that the one I just checked? Let's go do it again. This one, yeah. So we're good. We're good on both. And I'm going to steal some more plates while I'm here. Boom. And then we can remove this belt. Ooh, let's take out more of this. I'm just going to put building blocks down here. Okay. So here come the Technum rods. Let's go ahead and set a recipe on this guy. No power. Won't even let me set a recipe because there's no power. I'm going to just plop a biomass burner over here out of the way because we're going to get rid of it later. And I don't want it in the main spot. So we got to craft one of those up. This might be one of the last biomass burners we use for a while. Hopefully we can switch over to solar. So we'll plop that guy down. Done this a few times now. Still got plenty of biomass in my inventory, so we'll just drop that in. And now I can pick a recipe here. We're going to have this guy do science packs. Science pack 1. And he should start soaking up them Technum rods. There he goes. Now we just need to route these machine parts over. And let's do it. I'm going to need 2 more loaders. Let me go craft those. We're going to need to output it from here. I guess I could use one of these back ports here. Boom. And let's make sure that's set to output. Okay, output. And then we'll drop a conveyor under here. There we go. And we'll come over this way to our other assembler. Maybe right like that. Drop a loader for this guy. Boom. And then put some belts down. That guy is set to intake already. And it's kind of cool when the game encounters an edge in the belts, it automatically rounds it off. That I like a lot because it's a pain having to fish out special belts, like special rounded corner belts, and then orient them. It's just kind of nice they automatically slap a rounded one whenever they detect a rough edge or a corner. So let's see. We are cooking. Let's see how long it takes. So these are kind of slow, huh? Boom. Okay, we got our first science pack. Now we just need to route those guys into the research lab. So I'm going to take out all this old belt that we no longer need. Just grab this and it puts it back into our inventory. So that's kind of cool. No wasted resources. We're recycling. And let's see what makes sense here. We got to build one more loader. Let's do that. We'll pop that here to take the science packs out. Set that to output. And we will drop some conveyor down here. We need one like that. And we need 2 like that. There we go. 2 science packs. So this is going to take a while. Let's see. Yeah, 2 science packs. All right, so these guys go kind of slow. We may eventually want to double up on the production. So we've got plenty of machine parts coming in. We got plenty of techno rods coming in. And the holdup is just the speed of this assembler. And I don't know if in the research, let's take a look in the research and just skim it and see if there's a way to speed up the assembly speed, if there's any upgrades for that. So I'm looking at the research down here, which we haven't really looked at. Advanced machinery parts. Oh, assembler level 2. That might do it. Oh, drone miner 2. All right. So I'm guessing that there are several levels of these guys. Pump jack. That must be for oil. Research. Let's see. Assembler level 3. So I bet you get a speed increase or a throughput increase with those. So that's all right. So in the meantime, let's look at what we can create. When we finish building the research lab, it unlocks some technologies for us. So if we go into the crafting menu, I think we can start thinking about the solar. So we've got the ability to craft solar panels. It doesn't take anything special here. Xenoferrite plates and rods, we're familiar with that. And then electronic components, let's just see what that takes. Nothing special. Technum rods, and then wire coil. And wire coil is just Technum rods. So we can build the solar panels, we can build power poles, and then we can build these transformers, which are going to be necessary as well. So let's think about doing that. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, but let's see. So let's see. You know, we could actually put some solar panels right between these two factories, and it would power both of them. That might not be a bad idea just for early game. Let's think for a second. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to clear out this area, and maybe I'll do a fast forward here as I clear out this area, and then we will think about putting some solar panels in between these two little work sites. All right, here we go. All right, so we cleared out a space between these two work areas. Let's see. I've only got 8. Let's see. I've only got 8 building blocks. Let's see if I can craft some more of those guys. Boom. Building blocks. Let's see. What do I need for those? Xenoferrite and Technum rods. I've got plenty of Technum rods. I need more Xenoferrite. Let's go see if we can raid our guy over here. It looks like he has given up all his plates already. So I might have to steal a few off of the belt here. So I'm going to steal some of these guys just so I can get some more building blocks built. And then what I might actually do is go back to our old trusty primitive furnace and feed that guy some ore. So let's go over here. I have a feeling that these miners are exceeding the capacity of the assembler. They are. So the inventory's full. I'm going to grab Xenoferrite. I'm going to grab some of that. And let's go see if we can find our little primitive furnace. Here it is. That wasn't bad at all. And set this guy not to Technum rods. So I'll take what he's got. I'll reset the task. And let's put this guy on Xenoferrite plates and drop in some ore. And that's going to help us build more building blocks. Let's go ahead to the craft menu and see what we can do. Build a few more, and you get 5 per. So let's see. I've got 38, 43, 48. Grab some more out of here. And let's see if I can fill in the void that I created. And again, this is going to be our platform for solar in our transformer. So we need solar power, transformer, and power poles. So we definitely need more plates. 13 more there. Let's see what that makes me build or lets me build here. Craft. 4 more, that's 20, right? You get 5 per. Okay, let's go drop some more of these guys down. Got 31. And I'm going to grab some more ore here to feed our primitive burner. Boom. So the primitive furnace comes in handy once in a while, especially early game. Let's do it. Boom. Pop in some more ore. Take some plates. Craft up some more building blocks. Boom, boom, boom. It's 15 more. And let's see. Yeah, so I'm thinking in this area we'll put some solar panels. And then when we get the battery, we'll leave room for a couple batteries maybe. And then I think we'll just need a single transformer, if I'm not mistaken. A single transformer will do. And then eventually we can get rid of these biomass burners. They don't do any harm being here. We can always fuel them up. And from my early play session on this, it looked like even once you have solar hooked up, it's going to use these biomass burners first for energy. So if you have solar panels set up and you have batteries set up and you have a burner that has biomass in it, the solar panels are just going to charge up the batteries till they're full, and then that's going to be it. You'll kind of be wasting that solar energy, and you can't. The other implication here is you can't use the biomass burners as a backup for nighttime or if the energy runs low. So it's always going to burn the biomass first. So if you have a bunch of biomass in your inventory that you want to get rid of, you can always just keep one of these burners going. But while we're looking at that, or while I mentioned that, if we go into the backpack, I don't know if I showed you this in the first episode or not, but if you want to get rid of something, see, we have a bunch of this dirt. I don't need all this dirt. I can either drop the item on the ground here, and if we look, there it is. Let's see, where is it? It is right here. So there's the 70 dirt we just dropped, and I can just click on it and pick it back up. I'm not sure how long that will stay there. If it'll stay, my one playthrough, I dropped some resource like that, and it did stay for a few hours, and I never disappeared. So I don't know if that stays forever or not. The other thing you can do if you want to just really get rid of it is drag it down into this destroy item, and it'll ask you to confirm, and then boom, it's gone. So let's go back up to our primitive furnace and grab some more plates so we can fill in this void I created. We got 32 plates sitting there. I don't have any more ore on me. Let me grab this, craft some more building blocks. It's 25 more. I'm going to go steal some ore one more time. 88. We'll grab those. Off we go. Looks like you can jump about too high. There we go. 87. So we'll let this guy burn some more. So let's see. Do we get the sun coming up? Looks like it's getting a little lighter. And we'll just wait for these things to craft. Grab what they got. Craft another 5. And let's see. Let's see what we got. Probably going to need a little more resource in order to craft these solar panels too, but we'll get there. All right, let's see if we can craft a solar panel and what it's going to take. It's going to take more xenoferrite plates, which I'm just a little bit short on. And I really don't want to stop the research here. I could stop this and make this output and then just let these plates collect up and take the plates from there. But because the science pack production is so slow right now, let's not mess with that. If you look at the top right, you can see there's our battery research. So as those science pack level 1s are going into the research center, they are moving us forward. Steal some more ore out of here. Up, up. Oop. Feed our burner. Take a look at the fuel here, 262. I've got plenty of this biomass, so let's just pump that in here. Oops, I just clicked. I don't know what I clicked. Let's see if I can just click out of that. I'm not sure what I clicked there. We will get rid of this. Okay, now we're back to what we want. All right, good. Steal some plates. We should be good now. Let's see if we can get a solar panel down as we watch the sunrise. Crafting menu. There we go. Let's just build one for now. Let's build a power pole. Let's build a transformer. And we can see how this works. So the solar panel is being built. There's our power pole, and there is our transformer being built. Let's go ahead and drop the solar panel. Boom. Let's just put it right here. Let's put it right here. All right, there's our solar panel. The next big thing we need is our transformer. Let's grab that out of the backpack. Right click on there. I'm going to leave a space, maybe right behind it. That might be fine. Or how about like this? Let's leave one space here. Okay. And then we need a power pole. Grab that out of the backpack, and I'll just pop that guy right. I'm going to actually pop it right here and maybe leave this spot for a light later when we get lights. There's our power pole. Now I need to wire these things together. So that guy says no grid connection. This guy says no grid connection. What we need to do now is create the wire, and that was also unlocked. Let's go in the crafting menu. So we've got this wire coil, but what we need is this power line, which is under the handhelds for some reason. I guess that's because we're going to use it with our hands to wire it up. Let's go ahead and craft some of these. We get 2 per. It looks like I've got plenty of resource to craft those. It must be Technum rods, right? Because we've got lots of those. Yeah. And then I'm going to use the second hotbar now. So I just hit tab, and I'm going to start putting some of this power infrastructure on my second hotbar. When we build the next solar panel and next transformer, I'll probably drop those in here as well. And just have the second toolbar be power. All right, so I'll escape out of my inventory, grab my power line, and I'm just going to point at what I want to connect. So I'm not going to point at this little power indicator. I'm going to point at the actual machine. So down here, I'll grab the solar panel and just click once. And then I'm going to click on the power pole. Boom. And now those guys are wired together. And now I will click on the transformer. Boom. And it automatically connected another line. So I'll scroll off of that in my hotbar so we don't have the highlight. And we can see here's our solar panel. And the solar panel only works a certain part of the day, a certain part of the time. So you can see here under solar panel status, it shows what the current sun angle is. So it's saying the sun is at 43, 44 degrees. And then right underneath, it tells you the range of angles that this thing is going to generate power. So as long as the sun angle is between 15 degrees and 165 degrees, we're going to be generating power. But as soon as it moves past 165 degrees or below 15 degrees, there's no more power going to be generated. Now, right now, okay, we can look at the transformer here too. The transformer will tell us how much power is being transmitted into our grid here, the building blocks. And it says 5, what is that, megajoules, I guess, per second. Okay, then it says press the lightning bolt on the top right for detailed energy grid information. So let's go ahead and do that. And it's showing for the high voltage grid, we've got 1 solar panel that's feeding it. And I'm not sure why it says 0 kilojoules per second, because there should be power coming in there. And then transformer says 5 megajoules. And then down here it says we've got on the energy grid itself, this would be the low power or low voltage energy grid. This is where the building blocks are. it's actually capturing that we've got 2 biomass generators on here that are producing 100 kilojoules. And then here are the guys that are consuming that power. We've got 2 assemblers. One's the machine parts, and one is the research kit, or what is that called? Research kit, science pack level ones assembler, and then we got 5 loaders. Because when we combined these two work sites here with this thing, now they're both sharing the power created by these 2 burners. So, and again, the solar power is not even being used right now because we've got burners that are fueled. And I'm going to leave it that way until we get the battery research done. And it looks like it's done. So if we look at the top right, I probably missed an indicator because I don't have the sound turned on locally here as I record. So our battery has been researched. So I can walk up to this guy and open research and pick the next research. Or again, you can just, don't need to be near the research lab. You can just hit the G key and pick the next thing you want to research. So it's showing that we finished the science pack. We got that one for free when we built the lab. Same thing with high voltage energy. We got that for free. We just completed the battery. And now I think what I want is lights. I haven't been bumping up against inventory problems. Lights are pretty cool. I haven't seen the conveyor distributor. I'm guessing you feed one belt in and it divides it up between 2 belts. So don't have a need for that just yet, but I can definitely use the lights. So let's go ahead and set that as the current research. Boom. We're already got 7 science packs were delivered and used for this research. So we've got a head start on that. And it's pretty instantaneous. Unlike Factorio, I think you feed in the science packs and the labs take a little bit of time to process the science pack. In this game so far, and again, this early version, it processes those science packs instantaneously. And if no research is selected, it'll queue some up in its own inventory. I think it will maintain an inventory of science packs. Let's just take a look. We won't be able to see, but yeah, it'll collect a certain number of science packs. I'm not sure if it goes up to 100 or what that is, but maybe next time when we turn the research off or before we select our next research, we'll come over and check this inventory and see how many it'll actually hold. And as soon as you pick, it'll consume those research packs or those science packs instantaneously. All right. Well, let's see. We are cooking with grease here. Let's stop this episode here. We achieved quite a bit here. We've automated our science packs. We've completed our first research, and we researched the battery. We set up our new research for the lights, which will help at nighttime and actually kind of make the lab look kind of cool. We built our first little solar power installation here. And we noted that this power is actually not being used because we've got these burners supplying power to the grid. And the burners will always take precedence over the solar power. We also noted in the hints that they provided that even though this solar panel is generating all kinds of power and it's sitting on the base grid does not get the power directly from the solar panel. It has to go through a power pole and then a transformer. And the transformer is the guy that actually takes this high voltage power, converts it to low voltage power, and feeds it into these building blocks. And then all the machines, the loaders, particularly the loaders and assemblers in particular, will take the power from the low voltage power grid and do their thing. We also kind of noticed that the creation of science packs, or this is our machinery parts here, but the science pack production seems kind of slow, right? So we only have a level 1 assembler. We saw in the research that there's a couple more levels of assemblers. So we'll see as we climb up the research tree if that production doesn't get faster. It may get to the point where we want to have multiple assemblers doing some of this stuff. Like here's an obvious case where we could do that. We've seen that our drone miners, they can produce way more ore than a single level 1 assembler can process. So it might make sense to expand this out somehow and have 2 assemblers making our xenoferrite plates, because we seem to be coming up short on those. You can see it's, the belt is not compressed. The belt is not full of plates waiting to be processed. Fortunately, the machine parts that are being produced are backed up, so that's not holding up the research It's not holding up our science level ones. What's really holding it up is just the slowness of this guy. So that's another place where we may want to drop down another assembler and route these belts a little different so we can feed in two and have two producing science pack ones. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I hate begging for them, but the channel is very small and hoping to have it grow. And if you like the content, and I hope you do, this is an awesome game. And I'm working to be a better YouTuber as we go. So yeah, if you got any enjoyment, please hit the like button, consider subscribing. And this is Glidercat for now, signing off, saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.